Hey everybody. Today we're going to talk about Sunday service and what we know about it so far. We got a tease about it yesterday on January 6th, and not many more details have emerged here 24 hours later, but we're going to review what information we do have. There's an Enemy article by Charlotte Kroll that kind of recaps what went on, but I'm going to take you through a few tabs and we can see some of the details. One of which is that Kim said, "Our new Sunday service is starting. Check out the rehearsals on my Instagram stories." And then afterwards, "Just hearing music as their Sunday service was super inspiring. See you next Sunday." So we know that this was rehearsals for something that's going to start. And it seems like this might be the successor to the concept of Good Fridays. And instead of having this new music release or new songs release, we're doing Sunday services, which if you see the video, it's a choir and you have just a bunch of people there. Cuddy's there, Shake's there, the world famous Tony Williams, Kanye's cousin, is there, Kim's there, the kids are there. There's a full fucking choir. So a lot of people singing. There's Shake going by, Kanye's there. I think it's probably Kirk Franklin. I didn't get confirmation on that, but it might be someone else going around. But we got a bunch of songs, which is pretty fucking cool, hearing them in all the different styles. The lighting's bizarre. I mean, the lighting's very like Kanye, right? But it's just hard to see in this video. I'm sure it looks awesome when you're there, but in this video on a camera phone, or the camera of a phone, not the greatest visuals, but it's exciting. And you can see what they went through. Der Angler had it pinned by Ryan here, who shared the video. And we get "Heard Him Say," "Reborn," "I'll Fly Away," "Lift Yourself," "I Wonder," "Father Stretch My Hands," an unreleased song, which we'll get to in a second, and then "Heard Him Say" and "Violent Crimes." And there was actually more that we didn't hear in that video. Tony Williams actually shared this video to Twitter, and on it, it's Ghost Town, which is fucking cool. I haven't seen any of the compilation videos on YouTube include this one yet. It seemed like they took what Kim did and they included Kim's videos, but maybe not some of the other ones floating around from Tony Williams or Tony's manager, David Bullock, who had a couple videos as well. So I don't know, some exciting shit going on there. And we still don't know, like, what is this going to be? Just from Kim's tweets, we know that it's going to be something that's a Sunday service is starting, and that we'll get more information at the latest this upcoming Sunday. One of the interesting things, because of course everybody's speculating, like, is this concert preparation? We know that there's been a bit of a Kids See Ghosts concert tease going on with the Camp Flog Gnaw performance, with rumors being that Kanye and Cudi want to do a tour, with everybody tweeting at Kanye and Cudi about it and looking for any sign of them kind of being like, yeah, that's something we want to do. There was rumors at one point that Kanye wanted to go back on tour in 2019, but we weren't sure if that was a Ye tour, a Kids See Ghost tour, all of it, Yandi, something new. So Sharon H409, you know, the champ that she is, said, "Is this for a tour or a one-time show?" And Tony's response was just, shh. I mean, Tony has to know what he's doing. So it's either him just being coy and being like, I'm going to set them all off, or he's just giving us some information that is just going to get more exciting. So there've been a few conversations though about, like, if this was a tour, you know, is it just going to be the choir segment? Would they perform all of Kids See Ghosts and then go into some of the choir performances? Would the choir performances be incorporated into Kids See Ghosts? If it was that kind of slower concert, would that work in the same way? Especially following how, like, high energy the St. Pablo concert was, or Watch the Throne. you have to imagine that they'd probably mix it up, but I don't know. I'd be down for like an intimate choral show with Kanye and Cudi in like a smaller theater. Not theater, but like a smaller venue, like 4,500 seats, 6,000 seats rather than like a 15,000, 20,000 person seating, though I would take that too. Fuck, just give me whatever. Like whatever you want to do, Kanye, I will give money and I will be there. So, and then the last thing, I wasn't aware of this because a lot of the Yandhi snippets that were coming out, there were some old ones that were from Tyga songs. There were some other random things that were from loose songs that people had heard about back in the day, but given all the Yandhi hype. So I don't listen to a lot of this supported to the leaks. Purported links, that's the word I was looking for. But Cameron Sarah had said thoughts on Stormy Nights, and I responded with my lack of knowledge. And Cameron said, the part after Father Stretch My Hands, but before the second clip of Heard 'Em Say, which would be the unreleased song at 9:39, and which is referred to in the Enemy article right here. It appears that an unreleased song was performed during the event with a hook, "We have everything we need." And Cameron goes on, pretty sure the beginning part of that is the same vocal melody heard in some of Yandhi leak that was floating around YouTube. At first, the leak seemed sketchy to me, but now, I don't know, would love your thoughts. And yeah, I didn't know shit, so I couldn't add to that conversation. But Cameron was nice enough to provide a link. So if you're going to want to hear that, I will provide a link to this Twitter conversation down below, and then you can find what this is. Actually, I should check if it's still in existence. Okay, yeah, it still works. So I'll link that below. And Cameron was nice enough to include the snippet from 9:35. And I guess that's it for what we know. There's a lot of fun moments in the video. Like there's one point that you see Chicago running and she's saying like dada 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 and the kids are there. Like Kanye's very happy at points and the music sounds so cool. I think my favorite from these, like the Ghost Town portion that Tony Williams shared was awesome. In this video itself, I think I Wonder might have been my favorite. Just hearing it slow down in that way, hearing Kanye jump on the mic and start doing the lyrics, like, I don't know, that shit was really cool. So I'm looking forward to Sunday. Of course, we're going to be updating the channel with information as we get it. So if you want more info, go ahead and subscribe. Hey, I would appreciate that. If you want to help out the channel, subscribing and liking is the easiest way. It lets YouTube know that we're making content that people want to hear. The channel got monetized, which is exciting. So at this point, I'm getting like 50 cents to $1 for every video. So if you subscribe, that goes up a little bit, and I appreciate that. And then for our podcast, Watching the Throne, a lyrical analysis of Kanye West, we actually just dropped our newest episode on Silver Surfer Intermission. It ends up being an hour and 24 minutes on Silver Surfer Intermission, and there's a good like 10 minutes in there that's a really like actual analysis of how Silver Surfer Intermission fits onto the life of Pablo, and we do a whole album review of the life of Pablo. So if you don't know the story of that album and want to know the story of that album, you can check this out. We also have a full episode that just goes over the story of the album. Then we get into specifically the history of Silver Surfer Intermission, how you could apply it to the narrative on the album if you wanted to go that far with it. And then we just get into some absurdities. But yeah, I don't know. It's pretty fun. So if you wanna listen to the podcast, if you've never done that before, this is a good episode to start out with. Next week, we'll be releasing our episode on Never Let Me Down, which we're really excited about. We did the prep for it today, and there's going to be a lot of insights, a lot of cool conversation to have. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about Sunday service that I didn't address, let me know in the comments. And stay wavy, keep it loopy. Hope 2019 has started well for all of you. Cheers.